All right, good morning, everybody. On behalf of the nearly 900 members of the VFW and as auxiliary that call VFW Post 7397 here in Lenexa their home, welcome, and we're honored that you are here today for this special occasion. I'm Rick McKenna, I'm the Post Commander. I want to personally welcome VFW National Commander Dwayne Sarmiento, and from the VFW National Headquarters, Adjutant General Dan West, who's a dear friend and mentor of mine, as well as Mark Gardono, the Quartermaster General. He's hiding somewhere around here. There he is. Okay, thank you. And the additional executive team, and the rest of my former colleagues and friends from the National Headquarters today, it is great to see you all once again. Special welcome to our 3rd District U.S. Representative, Ms. Sharice Davids. Always good to see you. Just had the opportunity to spend a little quality time with her 2 weeks ago in my current profession. And I will tell you right now that Ms. Davis is probably the staunchest veteran advocate on Capitol Hill that represents the state of Kansas, so we are grateful for that. And of course, our guest of honor today, President and CEO of Sport Clips, Mr. Gordon Logan, also a life member of the VFW and also, dear to my heart, a fellow Air Force veteran. Thank you, sir, for coming today. Along with this team of hairstyling professionals providing free haircuts to veterans this morning. Again, thank you and welcome. Quick story, opportunity to witness these checks presentations during my time that I had the honor to serve as Deputy Director of Membership at the VFW Headquarters. We were all crowded into the VFW Museum there. And what it did not really allow for was more additional people to come and witness this great event. And then so this past early November, Lynn Rolfe, the Director of Programs, reached out and asked if there would be an opportunity to do this here today at our post. And of course we said absolutely, and we're truly glad you're here today. At this time, I would like to get the event started. So therefore, I'd like to introduce Executive Director of the VFW Foundation, Ms. Lisa Baranio.
Good morning, and thank you all for being here. While it might have been a little foggy on your way getting here, it's been very clear inside. Everyone is here because they're either a veteran hero or they're being honored and recognized and supported by those in the room. So thank you all for being here. I just wanted to mention there are 2 words that come to mind when I think of Sport Clips: passion and action. These 2 words you'll see are reflected by the start of Gordon Logan, who is the founder and chairman of Sport Clips, who not only served his country, but has never forgotten the importance of that service. From an initial program that offered free call days and calling cards for deployed and hospitalized American soldiers, this is before the internet and cell phone days, to now transforming lives through scholarships, he paved the path for Sport Clips leadership, staff, team leaders, team members, and stylists to help honor those who served today and have served. And wow, have they taken action. I'm going to turn the podium now over in just a minute to their current president, Edward Logan. But first I'd like to say thank you in addition to Rick McKenna for having us here. Thank you, Rick. And also I wanted to mention the Sport Clips team leaders, the team members, and cannot forget the volunteer stylists who've all given their time today for the free haircut. So thank you so much. I'd also like to recognize Amanda Palm, who's in the back, who is the Sport Clips Director of Communications and Partnerships. Thank you for all you do for us. Many of you who are here today are either heroes or have stepped up to help a hero, and we appreciate you and your service, your support, and wish that we had more time to recognize each and every one of you. It's now my great pleasure to introduce you to Sport Clips CEO and President Edward Logan, and thank you so much for your leadership and for your passion and action. You're making a difference.
Thank you, Lisa. Appreciate it. I see some good-looking haircuts back there. Thank you for coming, and thank you for giving us the opportunity to serve you. Your service means the world to us, We've been doing the VFW Help a Hero program now for well over a decade, and has produced through our clients, our stylist managers, and amazing team leaders around the country well over $10 million to the program. We couldn't be more honored to have a bigger commitment. This is our primary philanthropic program through Sport Clips. We couldn't be more honored that it is with the VFW and with each of you. So it's really our honor to be here. Thank you all for being here. Thank you for your service, and looking forward to even bigger next year. Thank you.
Well, thank you all for hosting us here. We appreciate it. It's a wonderful facility, and it's great to see so many veterans come out and take advantage of the free haircuts and hear the presentation. So Sport Plus has been working with the VFW Foundation since 2007 with Operation Uplink, and we transitioned to the scholarship program in 2013 as the troops were coming home. And to date, we've raised almost $14 million for scholarships for veterans making that transition from military to civilian careers when they often need additional education to be successful in their careers. So we've awarded over 2,500 scholarships. This is the 8th year in a row that we have raised over $1 million for the scholarship fund. And it's amazing to me the enthusiasm of our team members, our stylists, our clients, our suppliers. Everyone gets behind this. I think one of the nice things about this program is not only do we raise a lot of money for the scholarships, but it raises awareness for the VFW and the good things that the VFW does for veterans. So at this time, we'd like to present this check to the Commander-in-Chief. Edward, you want to grab one of this? There we go. This year we raised $1.3 million, and we were
Outstanding. Thank you.
Very good. Thank you. Appreciate your support.
Thank you. Wow. Good morning. $1.3 million. Gordon, Edward, the entire Sport Clips family, on behalf of the VFW and all the student veterans we serve, thank you. Thank you for your generosity, and thank you for your continued support. The VFW is always extremely grateful for the opportunity to work alongside organizations that are dedicated to the success of America's veterans. But our relationship with Sport Clips is one we hold especially dear. Through this long-standing relationship is truly changing the course of veterans' success, making sure lives will be better and given the resources they need to succeed. Together with Sport Clips, we've alleviated the burden of over 2,900 scholarships to veterans. Thanks to Sport Clips' commitment and the hard work of those not only here today, but to stores across the country, and as Gordon has said, through our partnership, $14 million towards us. And make no mistake, there's no overhead on this. Every penny goes towards scholarships. In spring of 2024, it gives me great pleasure to announce that we'll be assisting almost 200 veterans furthering their educational needs. So again, to the leadership and staff of Sport Clips headquarters, to the franchise owners, store managers, stylists, Sport Clips corporate sponsors, patrons, and supporting VFW and auxiliary members, thank you. I do want to welcome one more guest with us today to provide some brief remarks. She has a strong history of supporting veterans here in Kansas. She is a good friend to the veterans of foreign wars. Kansas Representative Sharice Davids.
I was
was encouraged not to touch the mic too much. Hopefully everybody can hear me. Good morning, good morning. I don't know what time it is. Thank you for the introduction. For folks I haven't met, I'm Sharice Davids. I represent the 3rd Congressional District. I feel like more importantly, I am the daughter of a 20-year Army veteran. My mom served in the Army for 20 years. She was a drill sergeant for a little while, so I've got like pretty good push-ups. No big deal. But I think that, one, I just have to say how excited I am to be able to even be here and participate in this presentation and the partnership that Sport Clips and VFW Foundation have, because of the work that you all are doing really helps in the work that I'm trying to do in DC. When I think about why it's really important for folks in positions like mine to support our veterans, of course I think about the long history of patriotism and service that so many Kansans have. I think about the families that have also sacrificed time and energy and missing their brothers, sisters, mothers, fathers, sons and daughters, but all of that requires of someone like me that we are doing everything we can to make sure that veterans have access to health care, that veterans have access to the services that you all are entitled to, and then access to jobs when service to country has finished. The country's service to you all shouldn't be done. So in Congress, I have spent time just trying to figure out how to get stuff done. Don't laugh. Just kidding, that's a joke. I have been trying to figure out how to get stuff done and work across the aisle, because this is exactly the kind of focus that really can bring people together regardless of party. And I wanted to mention just a couple of pieces of legislation. The Honoring Our Pact Act was a bill that we just got passed last year, 2 years ago, last Congress. And I know there are people in this room who put a lot of hours and energy into helping get the Honoring Our Pact Act passed, and so I want to say thank you for that. This was the largest expansion of veteran benefits that we've seen in generations. And when you think about the additional eligibility that veterans saw, somewhere around 5 million veterans who were exposed to, I feel like I'm preaching to the choir, who were exposed to airborne hazards while being deployed in service of our country. The idea that folks would be having a hard time getting access to care is, it's not just heartbreaking, it's just wrong. And so we were able to get that bill across the finish line in large part because of the work that VFW and other VSOs and so many veterans, the work that you all were doing. And then just recently, last month, maybe last year, because it's January, so I guess last year, I worked with Mark Alford, who, for folks who might not be familiar with him just yet, he's a freshman member from the Missouri side, and him and I worked together to get the SERVE Act passed. We got it passed out of the Small Business Committee that we serve on together, and then we got it passed out off the House floor in a unanimous bipartisan way. And this bill works to eliminate some of those obstacles. When we talk about access to opportunities, and particularly in workforce jobs and economic opportunities, we know that veterans face, unfortunately, quite a few barriers. And so we're trying to figure out ways to reduce those barriers, to make it so that, if you're deployed, it's pretty hard to build up the kind of credit you would need if you want to start a business. And there are just things like that we're trying to figure out how to break down those barriers. I have to say that because my mom served for 20 years. My grandfather was in the Army for 23 years. I have uncles and cousins who have all served. I know that the commitment and the level of sacrifice are absolutely deserving of every single member of Congress and every single senator, and whoever is sitting in the White House should be making sure that we are doing everything we can to support our veterans, because it's just the right thing to do, and also we kind of owe it to you. So I'm not gonna stop trying to get stuff done, and we'll continue to work on certainly implementation of the Honoring Our Pact Act. So if you have any questions about that, see me after. I will stop there and just say thank you all so much. I almost took the ring show, sorry. Thank you all so much for coming out, getting haircuts, giving haircuts, and then just supporting the veteran community. Thanks.
Thank you, Representative Davids. Thanks to everyone that came out to support this. To Gordon and Edward, thank you so much. We hope this partnership continues. That you can see it's going to excellent use. Everything you and the sport clip community does with this and for the veterans of foreign wars. So look, please stick around, get a free haircut. We have some refreshments. And lunch in the back there, right? So please stick around. Let's have some camaraderie, some fellowship. It was definitely an honor meeting both of you. Safe travels as you move forward. Thank you, everyone.